Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failer. This is our eighth and final video in this series on all the vehicles in the game. We've got two cars left to tackle, the Yankee and the Yardy Lobo, and then four boats, the Predator, Reefer, Speeder, and Ghost, in that order. As we're looking at this Yankee here, let me just give a big shout out to all the fine folks who worked very hard on the vehicle subpages on the wiki. I had no idea that these individual pages existed until I started working on this series, and there's just so much detail, so much work went into those pages. So big shout out to the folks who did that work. So here we are with the Yankee. There are exactly two fixed spawns of the Yankee, and the Yankees are pay and sprayable and also crushable. So as we take this Yankee to our favorite jump off of the pier, I'll read from the wiki. The Yankee is a large commercial truck featured in both the 3D universe and the HD universe, manufactured by Vapid in the HD universe. First introduced in GTA 3, the Yankee is loosely based on the Ford F700 and is predominantly designed to be one of the largest straight trucks available in the games, having a tall nose, a large grille in the center, and square-shaped headlights, as well as a boxed cargo compartment, which in Vice City would contain actual cargo. Okay, so that's pretty good for the design. Let's take a look at the performance. The Yankees' size and weight often contribute to its poor cornering, poor acceleration, poor hill climbing abilities, but it may achieve decent speed on a straightaway. The performance and appearances of the Yankee are slightly different between GTA 3 and GTA Liberty City stories. The Yankee is generally useless due to its performance and susceptibility to rollovers on rough terrain, and it has no special features except that it may be used as a moving, quote, staircase, where the player can jump on the hood, then to the roof, and then to something that's high up. Okay, pretty good. Continuing in the wiki here, let's take a look at the prominent appearances and missions. So the Yankee is required in the Portland Import-Export Garage. And then finally, oh, no trivia here for the Yankee. Nothing left to say. Okay, so we are very close to our favorite jump, and I didn't expect much from the Yankee, but it is heavy-ish, and so I guess we'll say it has a chance at putting up a decent performance here. But I've already sort of spoiled the winners, the top three, the top four vehicles that all tied with four successfully completed jumps. In terms of the way we'll measure the boats, like try to figure out what vehicle is the best. Come on, come on. All right, we flipped over. We're not in the river. That's a successful landing. That's one for the Yankee. So to rate the boats, what we're going to do is we're going to take each of the boats over to the beach just east of the Super Save in Portland. And we're going to hit that beach at full speed and basically just try to beach the boat and get as far into the beach as we can. And whatever boat gets farthest, they are the winner. That's the competition we'll have for the boats. And the Yankee came to play here. It's the last video, but the Yankee says last, but certainly not least. Okay, so two successful landings for the Yankee. And on its way to the third jump, we'll talk a little bit about the next vehicle. We'll get a jump start on the Yardy Lobo, which has exactly 0 fixed spawns. It can only be found in the wild, and you'll see me grab a Lobo in the start of this next clip here. So there it is. And so the Yankee got credit for 2 jumps and then caught on fire on the way to the third. Okay, so reading from the wiki about the Lobo, which is both pay and sprayable and crushable, although it won't change colors when you pay and spray it. The Yardy Lobo, known simply as the Yardy in GTA Advance, is a gang car in GTA 3, GTA Advance, and Liberty City stories. It's a 2-door muscle car used by the Uptown Yardies gang, featuring functional hydraulic suspensions, leopard skin back seats, and sporty rims, as well as a pair of pink fuzzy dice hung from the rearview mirror and red interior door panels. It's the only, it only appears only with a red body color and a yellow soft top in GTA 3 and Liberty City stories. Like I said, it doesn't change colors when you pay and spray it. The vehicle resembles a 1971 to 1975 Chevy Impala, Impala Sport / Custom Coupe, and a 1971 to 1975 Caprice Coupe in the overall design, while the front is based on the 75-76 Caprice and 76 Impala. The taillights are closer in appearance to the 65 Impala. So many details, my goodness. All right, so another cut, skipping the boring drive through the tunnel. Prominent appearances in missions. So in Deal Steal, Claude must steal a Yardi Lobo to get into a drug deal with the Colombian cartel. We did that. And then trivia, Lobo is Portuguese and Spanish for wolf, and the default radio stations typically is KJA, but it says rarely you'll get MSX FM when you get into a Yardi Lobo. Okay, so not a great car in my opinion, and it does not do well. Puts up a big old donut here, no jumps landed. Okay, so that is the end of 51 vehicles with wheels that we can control. That's all the vehicles with wheels that we can control. And now we move on to the 4 boats. So first one we're headed to is what am I doing here? Oh yeah, first boat we're headed to, as I run faster than normal, is the Predator, the police boat. There are exactly 2 spawns of this police boat. Here's one of them. So I'll get in, I'll give you a good look around the boat by driving it away from the pier just a few feet, and then I'll flick the camera around in the 4 directions. Okay, so let's read about the police Predator. The police Predator, formerly known just as Predator, is a police patrol boat appearing in almost every single game since GTA 3. So here's the second fixed spawn of the police Predator, and this is the one that I'll take over to the beach on the east side of Portland. The Predator is depicted as a police-issued speedboat with a small cabin and an open rear, loosely based on a Cougar Enforcer patrol boat, possibly a combination of the 35 and 40 Gen 4 models. It has 2 built-in 50 caliber machine guns on both sides of the hull. Right, so I think I was firing away here. It doesn't count against you in terms of any of the ammo that you have. The boat is relatively simple, featuring a simplistic hull, rotating radar antenna, and 2 large aerials on the back of the police roof. Only seen in this primary color with the police markings on the side. Okay, pretty good. It's generally fast and responsive and has average acceleration. Its resistance, however, is below average due to the thin armor and the poor capabilities for large combat. So I think it means it can blow up easily if you get damaged or shot at. Okay, and then finally trivia. Despite being a police vehicle, the player will not get a wanted level should they collide upon the Predator in another boat, whereas colliding into another land police vehicle will usually issue a wanted level. The Predator does not have vigilante missions associated with it, despite it being a police vehicle. Okay, and so here we go, beaching ourselves up. I don't really have a great way to measure this, but there's pretty clear separation between how far these boats get on the beach. Okay, so that was the Predator, and here we are in the Reefer. There are 2 fixed spawns, kind of, like on these 2 piers right near each other in next to Asuka's. But actually the one that we're in doesn't show up from the beginning of the game. It only shows up once you've passed the mission Last Request, that is to unlock Staunton officially. I think this is the Reefer that we take from the dock in South Portland in that mission. This Reefer here that I'm in right now is available from the beginning of the game. So 2 fixed spawns, kind of. Okay, let's read about the Reefer from the wiki. The Reefer is a recurring boat in all GTA games between GTA 3 and the Ballad of Gay Tony. It retains its general design through the 3D universe as a large fishing boat, taking inspiration from boats such as the Wilbur 34-foot or the Duffy 37-foot. In GTA 3, simple design, no special features, primary colors for the hull, secondary colors, stripes. And let's keep looking here. Performance, based on a common shipping and fishing vessel, the Reefer is a slow yet durable fishing boat. It can only hold 1 passenger despite its large size. That's kind of weird because, I think that this was the mission that unlocks, this is the boat that we use in the mission to unlock Staunton. And we have Asuka and Maria in the back with us. Poor choice of vehicle in a police chase because it will quickly be destroyed by police boats and it lacks the speed or maneuverability to evade them. Yeah, this thing is slow. Okay, I don't see any appearances in missions, so maybe I'm just misremembering which boat we use in that mission. Don't know. The name reefer is a play on the slang term meaning marijuana, but it's also a reference to coral reefs, which can be found on the seafloor of oceans. See, this is, again, an educational channel. Okay, so we just have to get past this boat here on the right-hand side, and then we'll bear left and see how far we can get up onto the beach with this vehicle. And in the meantime, I'm going to look up last requests. Let's see here and see if we can figure out which boat it is. Yeah, the final mission. All right, Claude at the jetty. The three travel by boat. Yeah, which boat? The Reefer. Yeah, it is the Reefer. Okay. So confirmed, this is the one. So a capacity of one passenger, but people can stand up in the back. Okay, barely got onto the shore, fell back into the water, and killed me trying to get off. So terrible, terrible. Last place. I don't even need to see what the other two boats can do. Okay, next up is the speeder. There are two fixed spawns, one of them here at the airport. So again, we'll give you a good look at this vehicle and then something, and then go to the other fixed spawn. So, reading from the wiki, drape a sweater over the shoulders and throw on some loafers without socks because you've made it. The speeder is a classic Italian style wooden speedboat that will make you feel like you're cruising the Mediterranean, quaffing rosé and secretly hating yourself. Beautiful. Okay, the Speeder is a boat that has appeared in most games after GTA 3. It's appeared in both the 3D and HD universe where it's manufactured by Pegasi. Okay, the design, let's see here, depicted as a low-profile speedboat with modern and sporty appearances, as well as a large cockpit with 4 seats. The Speeder in GTA 3 seems to be designed by Rockstar themselves, sharing no resemblance to any real-life boat. A curved windscreen and a large compartment over the engine bay, as well as small jets/nozzles on the rear. Pretty cool. White color for most of the body. Designed as a lean watercraft, the Speeder is a good boat in terms of handling and speed, being the fastest boat in GTA 3 and Liberty City Stories, the third fastest in Vice City, and San Andreas, and the fourth fastest in Vice City Stories. Twin inboard engines with identical sounds with other boats in their respective games. Okay, pretty good. No appearances at missions. And then just down here to the trivia, speeder is derived from the word speed, which alludes to the vehicle's general description of being a speedboat. Could also refer to the drug, nicknamed speed. Possibly both the speeder and the reefer are boats named after drugs, therefore implied in these illegal activities. Okay, so we just saw there that the speeder made it crazy far up, so that is almost certainly going to be our winner in this little contest. And next up is the Ghost, the last boat that we're going to see, the last of 55 vehicles that we cover in this 8 video series. The Ghost has no fixed spawns and only appears in this one mission. Seeing me kind of, fast forward through this mission. You've already seen the mission before, but I felt like I needed to come back and show you the Ghost again. So the boat I'm going to get in here is not a Ghost, it's a Predator, I guess. Um, so we were heading over to chase down a ghost. I forgot which way I was supposed to go. Better to go left. And then I'm playing this here in double speed. So that's the cheat code that you're about to see me use. But I'm playing the video in double speed as well. So I guess we're up at like quadruple speed. Okay, so like I said, the ghost is only available in this particular mission. I'm not going to read from the wiki about the ghost because I've actually already read everything I think I wanted to read about the ghost from the wiki when we did this mission back when during earlier in the series when we were doing story missions. So let's talk a tiny bit about the boats and the pay and spray and the crusher. So I assumed that the boats were ineligible for both pay and spray and crushing, but I decided that I couldn't just like assert that without doing some exploration. And so I'm going to show you some highlights of me researching whether or not you can pay and spray the boats or crush the boats. And my goodness, gang, it took me an awful long time to determine the answer to that question. So again, I'm just going to show you the successful attempts I had at getting a boat into the pay and spray and getting a boat over to the crusher. But I had so many mishaps with the like basically I'm just going to like beach the boats right up here and well, beach one of the boats right up here, and then try to get into the van that's just nearby and push it all the way to the paint spray, push it all the way to the crusher. But it took forever for me to do each of those tasks because either like the boat itself would catch on fire along the way because it's taking damage the whole time as you push it along the roads and the grass and whatever. In one of my earlier attempts, the mafia was mad at me in that save file, and so as soon as I got out trying to like change cars because my vehicle was on fire, I was getting shot at. It was a big mess. In another attempt, the mafia and the triads were mad at each other, and they were shooting each other, but also shooting my boat, which was just kind of lodged there in St. Mark/Chinatown on the border. So it took a lot of time to try to get a boat into the pay and spray and then another one over to the crusher. But we did manage to survive. So I will show you the highlights, and we'll just try to beach this ghost right here. And so I'll give you the conclusion. The winning boat is the speeder, which went way, way far, and then a good effort here. Second place for the ghost. Predator was third, and then here I'm using the cheat code to restore the health of my Yankee or whatever van I was in. And then I couldn't even see which vehicle that was that I just put in there, but I'm using it as like a blocker to keep the this boat kind of from going through the gap where the car is right now. Then I got the boat stuck and I couldn't get it unstuck. I had to get in the boat and then back out a little bit, and somehow that worked, which I was surprised by. But I thought that this boat was stuck for good. And again, cheat code to restore the health of my van. Okay, we're in regular speed here. I think that means the end is near. Um, and coming back to the contest with the boats, so again, Speeder first place, Ghost second, Predator third, and the Reefer a disappointing fourth. Not even close. I mean, like it didn't even make it. It couldn't even get off the beach. Poor showing indeed. Okay, so nothing happened here, but I was hoping if I got in the boat, then the pay and spray door would close, but it does not. I just think that the boats are not sprayable. Here is another boat, not the same one. The same one was already damaged too much to continue down here. It might have taken like an hour to get these two boats where I wanted. So here I am very gently pushing this one. You can see that the boat itself is smoking already. So I'm being very gentle, and you're not going to see me ram into the boat at high speed. I'm gonna gently come up to the boat and like have a very minor intact with the or contact with the boat, and then once I'm contacting the boat, then I can floor it, in my truck here. Okay, so put your bets down for this. Do you think that boats are crushable? I'm going to get this thing lined up just inside of the zone indicated by like all those tires that are in the ground, and we're going to see. Now, I didn't know whether or not I needed to like be in the boat first and then get out in order for the crusher thing to come down and work, or if it would just like pick up the boat as soon as it was in the designated area. So we're going to find out here. And first, just give this one shove to get it closer to the crusher, and then it'll be in the zone. So, is the magnet coming down to pick up the boat? The answer is no, but I said, okay, maybe if I get in and then out, then the magnet will come down. Sadly, no such luck. So, not pay and sprayable, not crushable. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.